Dr. Jerry Goldhaber, the warnings doctor and author of the new book, Murder, Inc. When I first learned about the coronavirus as it was emerging in China, I, like most Americans, didn't give it much thought as to how it might affect my personal life and that of my family and friends. After all, in the last few years, we all survived the swine flu, SARS, and the Ebola scares, and our lives hardly changed. In just the past 3 weeks, I, like all of you, have learned that this is different. I had scheduled a public celebration to launch my new book, Murder, Inc., this Saturday, with champagne toasts for all. A week ago, however, I decided to change the event to a virtual party, courtesy of this same Zoom platform we're on now, whose stock I would recommend we should all buy probably. Even though I absolutely had no clue what a virtual party would even look like. My son, who runs a successful jazz club in Harlem, on Sunday night, he had to make the tough decision to close his club until the virus no longer threatens him, his fellow workers, and the customers and employees of the club, although now he and his workers will be without jobs and income for the near future. My daughter, a new student in a rabbinic school in the Boston area, recently joined millions of other college, public, and private school students who, along with their faculty and teachers, many of whom may need immediate on-the-job training, like me, are facing a new normal of online remote learning activities. My former wife and I, both healthy, active septuagenarians, are facing an immediate future where we drastically limit our contacts and activities with other humans because we are both among those most vulnerable to this new virus. Yes, this is very personal for me. I'm starting to realize that Captain Kirk wasn't alone in embarking on journeys where no man has gone before. As the warnings doctor, it's my job to assess risk for you and others and determine if you've been adequately warned. For example, were you adequately warned about the risks of smoking? Do you realize how much sugar is hiding in plain sight in your sodas? Do you really understand the real risks when you ask your doctor if, and then name whatever drug you want, is right for you? In Murder, Inc., I discuss these risks and others that we all face in our daily lives. But this risk is very different. Every decision we now make, which prior to the virus we barely considered, must now be evaluated through a lens that may well affect ours and our closest friends and families' very existence. Do we hug our children? Do we go to the grocery store? Do we order online? Do we go to the hardware or the clothing store? Do we ride the bus, the subway, the train, or even get into a taxi or an Uber? Does this meeting require FaceTime with our clients or FaceTime with our iPhones? Yes, this is personal for me, and it's personal for each of you. Whatever decisions we make, we must consider these aren't just about us. They're about all of us, all of our humanity, about how our lives, in the words of the Three Musketeers, are all for one and one for all. I'm regularly going to be publishing new, highly valuable information about the coronavirus to keep you and your family safe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel now so you won't miss any of the critical advice and information on COVID-19. And read my new book, Murder, Inc., available wherever you get your books, or go to Murder, Inc. by Jerry, that's Jerry with a G, .com. And remember, the more informed you are, the safer you'll be.